Alright guys, welcome back to Region Unlocked. Now it has been a little while since we've put out videos, but we have a personal life that we've had to attend to, which is why we haven't put videos out. So because of that, we have actually thought about what we want to do in terms of getting videos out. So we've got a schedule, and we want to push this channel because we do like talking about this sort of stuff, and not many people really do talk about imports or
So
just stuff in general.
it's probably good that someone like us do,
Yeah,
because not as you say, not everyone does it.
and the
Like,
good thing is because we live in the UK. And I know there are a lot of people out there who do talk about imports, and there are a lot of people who deal with getting imports. But we do like the idea of talking about games that some people might not be able to talk about, and give them a little heads up on whether or not it's worth getting or worth trying to play if you don't know the language. So, of course, we have a schedule set out, and the first thing that we want to talk with, which I'm pretty sure we did this like in a previous video. I am actually sure we spoke about doing a schedule, so scratch that. We're going to start a schedule, and the first thing we're going to do is talk about the game talk and start from that. So,
what I've been playing recently is a bit too much of Mortal Kombat. It's a really good game. Combat's nice and smooth. Everything's really nice and smooth,
which I
which
like.
I was quite surprised about because you usually play fighters something a little bit slow down or something like that.
Yeah, or they'll be like it'll lack in frames, but in all honesty, frames isn't that much of a problem.
But most of them are designed to be like an arcade and are actually just ports of the arcade game, which
I
I
mean,
don't think this one is. If anything, the arcade will be a port of the console.
I don't think there was ever like as of late, I don't think Mortal Kombat's ever really had an arcade machine made for it.
I I couldn't tell you to be sure. Like, I've never really looked it up,
Nor have I, to be honest. So I can't really validate that either. So
but yeah, I've been playing a bit too much of
good,
it.
good.
The story's nice, as I
Oh,
said.
I know.
Yeah, it feels like a 90s movie though.
That's the thing I like about it. I mean, Mortal Kombat, like the character base for the Mortal Kombat world, isn't exactly what you call riveting. So you've just
Well,
got to work with what you've got.
like the games that shouldn't really have stories, but they've just to make it sell more. Which is when well, we'll put a story in.
Yeah, exactly.
So same with most fighters, and people will argue, oh no, there was a story, but the story that they gave isn't really a story.
No, not really. I think the good thing about NetherRealm though is they've actually gave you an official story mode that is like a cinematic, so to speak, as opposed to it just being like Blaze Blue, where it's like, oh, we're going to put a picture here, we're going to put some text underneath, deal with it.
Yeah, well, they're more visual novels than anything, aren't they?
That's true. And even though that, like, Blaze Blue actually has a visual novel.
Does it?
Aye.
No,
X Blaze Code Embryo for the Vita.
bet that's not released anywhere else other than Asia.
America.
Oh shit!
Hmm.
We have to see if I can get hold of it.
I think we'll keep that for the next segment then.
But other than that, I've been playing Deus Ex.
Hmm.
Is it the original one's Human Revolution?
Well, yeah, the one that came on the PS3 and Xbox 360 is Human Revolution,
Uh, so the new one got announced, so I thought I may as well finish the the last one. Like I love the original,
Yeah,
but the second one was a bit crap.
yeah, I've never actually played the first two. Like, to be honest, I really should because I know that Deus Ex Human Revolution is like supposed to be before them all,
Yeah,
which is good. It means then I can actually start from that one because I haven't finished the Human Revolution yet.
but it's a good game. I'm enjoying it. But if you want to go through the game and not be spoiled at all, good luck.
Yeah, I
Like
tried it
I'm
once.
not even playing it on like hard, and it's hard.
That's that's a good thing I like about it, and I think the thing with Human Revolution is there was so much they worked with to make it what it was that it made it worth buying. Which for Square Enix,
It's a surprise, but
yeah,
it's just more IDOS than anything, isn't it?
aye, because that's who
Originally
made it.
made them.
That's good. Anything else?
Been playing a bit of Gunbird 2
Mm.
because I love my shooters and my Dreamcast.
Aye, true. Which
Uh,
is a collection that still needs to grow.
I've got kind of few games. Like
Oh, you have
I
like,
must be like near 100 now. But that's including like promo copies as well.
aye, that's true. Like,
And if I got a promo copy, I'm not going to bother by picking up the normal one.
really,
Yeah, because I can just print off the normal sleeve. and everything and put together like an all like empty box, and like make my own like sleeve art or something, or I
Oh,
just
nice.
put like promo at the bottom.
Unless it's like that the Sonic Adventure special disc that was released in America.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, in America they got a special disc one for Sonic Adventure. I think it was Sonic Adventure 1 or 2, one of the two. I know that, but that's like a special disc which I don't think it was for sale or anything like that. It was just like a promo disc, but it had like the cover. It was like a complete box version, and it just had like special on it or something along those lines. I'll look it up after we've done this video. I can show you.
Alright, sweet. Other than that, I've been playing Skullfang, which is like a really good shooter, and it's a nice change from the normal shooter, because like when you're fighting against bosses, a little screen pops up when they fly off the screen and shows you where they are.
That's awesome. That like,
And it's a nice change,
yeah,
because you just don't get that in shooters. It's the only shooter I've ever seen that, and very few shooters try to like put a new gameplay in.
yeah, because it's mostly all about what since Cave has started making like bullet hell shooters. It seems like everybody wants to try to either follow suit from that or try to make something similar to it, because it's a good working system.
It's like what Street Fighter did to the fighters.
Yeah, it's like everybody tries to make a game that uses like similar controls to Street Fighter, which it's a system, like I say, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But if you're going to try that, make something good. And that's not to say like some of the shooters aren't good, because they are.
Yeah.
You know, because they're working off a system that isn't broken, so
But
you don't need to fix it.
as I said, it's nice to have a little bit of change every now and
Yeah,
then.
I like that.
Bear in mind, it is quite an old game, so it is a Saturn game.
And it's somewhat fucking expensive.
Yeah, it's not a common game to find,
Yeah.
especially how I found it in the wild.
Yeah. I had fucking Comic-Con. You know what I mean?
Oh, you gotta love Comic Con, man.
Yeah, you do.
There was Raging Silvergun? Two of them.
Yeah.
But the guy said he might, if he can, you hold them back in there.
Yeah. Obviously, if
Which I can imagine if he's got them at NERG, both of them, you'll pick up one and I'll pick up one.
Oh, so long as it's a reasonable price, I will pick it up.
I think because it's like what to go for, like online, like 130.
Yeah.
I think he was selling it for 100. Which either way, you save him some money. Like,
true.
Knowing you can probably find it cheaper.
I nearly did once, but the wife didn't buy it. It was like 40 odd.
Which is I remember you were telling me about that.
I was a bit pissed, because I was like, I could have had that, you know what I mean? But like at the same time, if I can find it once, possibly I can find it again.
I saw it sell on eBay, like UK.
Yeah.
Sell for like less than 40, like sealed.
What?
You know when it's like, why have I not got money?
No, it happens. There is always these moments where you'll see something, you'll be like, I've got the money to buy it, but it's too expensive. But when you don't have the money, some fucker decides, yeah, I'll just sell it for cheap, and then you're like, oh, for fuck's sakes, man.
Yeah.
Really?
It always happens when you don't have the money.
Yeah, which is annoying as shit. But there's nothing we can do about that.
But I'd probably say that's all I've been playing.
Alright then.
How about you?
Dying Light. Literally. That's just like all I've been like. I recently got a PS4. I went for the fucking Glacier White as well, and it's not even Glacier White.
It looks more like the classic PS, like the 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
Just without that top console cover.
Exactly.
Like the hard drive cover.
But yeah, I mean, it wasn't like the first game I got. Obviously, I got Murdered Soul Suspect, but we'll get to that in a sec. But Dying Light, absolutely amazing. Basically takes like the parkour from Mirror's Edge, sticks you in an open world, and whenever you get like a mission, you don't have to do the mission straight away.
Yeah.
But of course, the zombie mechanics in it, some of them piss you off. Like, you get your normal biters, you'll get your walkers, you get your biters, and then you get your runners. Your runners are the worst.
I can imagine that.
They're the ones that just don't stop. I've ran and jumped and parkoured for a good 10 minutes, and one fucking runner was still behind us. I was like, really? Do you not give up, man? For fuck's sakes. And that's the good thing. It's like it just doesn't give up, but they're easy to kill anyway. But they sometimes can dodge you, so gotta watch what you do.
Yeah.
But some of them, fucking hell. You got one called Demolisher. just like this big hulking fucking
I
monster.
saw that in some of the gameplay like they did.
Aye.
Looks quite good, like.
Oh, this thing fucking pissed me off. Like,
I'm not surprised. Like, it's a fucking beast, like.
aye. I did like I'm in a place called Old Town at the moment, and I had to go like under the sewers to go to a certain area, and I thought I outran one of the demolishers, and I heard like a zombie in the back. I was like, what the fuck? Turned round, looked up the stairs. There's the demolisher right at the top of the stairs. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake! And there was no way I could get out.
Yeah.
So he literally blocked us off. I tried to run past him. He's just like, fuck off. Killed us. I was like, ah. And you lose points, skill points.
Really?
Right? Not like the actual skill points you've earned, but when you're trying to build up your skill points, you lose skill points.
That's ridiculous.
Fucking annoying and shit. Like, but that's why the game allows you to have 4-player co-op, so you can't fuck around and like so.
Like, imagine if you got like 4 players, it would make like bumps up the difficulty as well.
It's funny as fuck though when you've got 4 players, man. Especially if everybody's got like the drop kick. It's just like superhuman drop kicks. At the beginning of the game, I was kicking zombies for canny miles, like. Right, but now it's like for some reason I can't seem to kick them as far, and I think maybe because like the further in the game, the more difficult the zombies do.
That's probably,
sort of
probably the case, like, to make you play it more.
Yeah.
But what else have you been playing?
Aye, as I said before, Murder Soul Suspect. It's pretty much just been a case of playing on the PlayStation 4 to get my money's worth out of it since I've recently bought one. So
yeah,
but Murder Soul Suspect is fucking amazing.
it's a really good game. Like, I just love the whole premise of it. The fact that you've got to like figure out who's killed you.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
haven't finished it. I just haven't got around to finishing it. Like,
I think one of the things I liked about it is the fact that you can like it. I don't know if you've ever played it, like an old PC game, Messiah, where you play a little cherub.
it rings a bell.
Yeah, it's similar to that because that cherub can like possess humans and make them do things to help you get to certain areas that you can't get to.
That's one thing I really liked about Murder Soul
Yeah.
Suspect was how you can possess people, and when the demons come,
Oh fuck me, that.
when you're just like shit, it's gonna find me when you're hiding in the shadow, and he's like back and forth.
But then obviously
it's what makes that whole. They're just like shit.
Exactly. That's what I liked about that so much. Probably one of the best features in it. And also there's a section which I've passed, which I possessed a cat, and I just started running about with the cat.
Aye,
mint.
Inside the church.
Aye, right. But it is absolutely brilliant for what you can do, and there's so many different things you can do in it. And it's like playing Heavy Rain with actual controls, rather than just like quick time events, which I wasn't bothered about. I liked Heavy Rain for that. That's one of the reasons why Heavy Rain was as good as it was. But this was totally new idea, and it's just a shame because the developer that Square Enix got to make the game are dead because Square Enix just
because the game didn't sell.
Yeah, cut the losses.
Which is a shame because it's a really good game and it's like essentially a new idea.
Yeah,
that no one's managed to pull off.
Thankfully though, with Square Enix though, they own that IP.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
with that is it the collective thing?
Yeah.
I hope that it gets enough attention.
Yeah.
That someone go right. Well, you know what? We should probably make another one.
Exactly. And I know that Ghost Trick was made before and had like a similar idea. So, but I mean I never played Ghost Trick, so I can't really say much about that. But from what I've seen of that, it's good. But other than that, like it's just been that.
You've been playing Wolfenstein as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I played a bit of Wolfenstein, and I actually thought it was alright. I mean, it is what it is. It's just a first person shooter, and it looks smooth, looks nice enough. It's simple to get into, but I haven't gotten too far into it because, as I said, I got Dying Light, and that pretty much just shut me off from the rest of the world, basically.
That's that type of game.
Yeah, I haven't even since getting the PS4 and getting Dying Light, I've done nothing. I haven't even got out much, and we've got sun, as you can see. It's nice and bright, and I haven't been out. It's just Dying Light. Why do I need to go out in the sun there when I can play on the Dying Light and have sun in that? The best of both worlds, you know what I mean? Fuck having real sunlight. Artificial.
You sound like someone who's got like insomnia and just goes, you know what? I'm just instead of going to sleep at night, I'm just going to stay up.
Yeah.
And play games and experience the sunlight through that way.
Exactly. Now that's one thing I did with Dying Light. Like first time I played it, I think I spent like a good 4 or 5 hours on it, and I went to bed at like 5 in the morning. I was like, alright, this isn't good. I wanted to keep my sleeping pattern back in the normality, and I just fucked it royally with Dying Light. So, yeah, don't play Dying Light if you're if you want to get your sleep. But yeah, other than that, like it's just been Ollie Ollie 2 on the off chance, just like playing a couple of stages here and there, because that's pretty much the good thing about that pick up and play type of thing, and it works so much better on the PS4. Much better than the Vita. Even though I do like playing it on the Vita, it just seems to work better on the PS4 because of the controller.
Yeah.
You get much more response out of the analog sticks, which is good.
That's what you want in that type of thing.
But other than that, like I've done nothing other than that. Like so. Good question. What are you after?
What I'm after at the moment is the art book for Short Piece.
And if you don't know what that is, that little art book. It's pretty much just like a storyboard book. As you can see, not really much to it, just storyboards
and a little bit of art.
Yeah,
but if you're a fan of Short Piece, you'll want to get it because it's got all the storyboards for all the animations.
Right.
And if you're a big fan of Katsuhiro Otomo, you'll want it because this game is one of his ideas.
Yeah.
But someone else does it, isn't it? So it's something like that, isn't it?
Well, the animations were all pretty much like
his ideas and stuff.
Pretty much somewhat his ideas, but then you had Suda51 who made Ranko Tsukigami's Longest Day.
Yeah, but I think it's based off Katsuhiro's idea or something.
I think it is. I think you just got like Suda51 to develop it, which is good, really, because it's something you don't expect from Suda51 after the previous stuff they've made.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right.
But it's a good game. It's just a side scroller, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can finish it in a couple of hours.
You're pretty much just paying for like the animations, and then you get a game on the side for now.
And the animations are really good. I really enjoyed them.
Yeah, I've only watched Freedom Has Fallen, I think it's called.
Yeah, that's a good one with the tank.
Yeah.
But
really good.
What else I've been looking at getting Blazing Star for the Neo Geo MVS.
Oh.
Just because I need a shooter for the Neo Geo MVS, as I've got Metal Slug for it, and I wouldn't really call that a shooter.
Yeah.
Well, it's a run and gun shooter, really, isn't it? But
I would still class it as somewhat of a shooter. It's just not like the typical kind of vertical or horizontal shooter.
Kind of like a Wolfang.
Yeah.
What else? I've been looking at getting some arcade boards, which at the moment have eluded me because I can't remember the names of them. I've got them all written down on a list in the house, but
I think I remember you saying that you wanted to. Bloody hell! I'm sure there was something you were after because you mentioned it not long ago as well.
Oh, POW by SNK, which is
never heard of that.
Ikari Warriors.
Is that what that is?
It's essentially the same style game.
Fucking hell.
But it's before the MVS, so it's like on a board about that big.
I didn't even.
And you can pick it up for like 50 quid.
I didn't even know that was the thing, to be honest.
Game. From what I've seen, it's a really good game. Like.
Yeah, I never really cared for the style of Ikari Warriors. It's just not really my thing. But I mean, if it's by SNK,
that's why I'm just like, you know what, I want to give this a shot. If I don't like it, I can just sell it on.
Exactly.
Or trade it for something like another board or
another MVS cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it'd be good to get into MVS carts. Like personally, I don't have the space right now. When I make, probably if I get like another one of those little shelves, I'll just stack that full of fucking MVS carts.
You'll probably get about 20 in there.
Yeah, probably like.
But what else? Looking at getting the Model 1 Sega Mega Drive.
Felt on top of your head.
Yeah, sitting from a Model 1 Sega CD. And I would say that's about it, really. Other than like the common Dreamcast stuff which you want, like Spawn, stuff like that.
Yeah, just to get them out of the way.
Yeah. Just so to get, as you said, get them out of the way of my collection.
Yeah, I can totally understand with that. Like,
how about yourself?
For me, obviously with the announcement of Disgaea 5, they have
I saw the artbook, like the
artwork for the cover.
The artwork. It's an alright cover.
Yeah, it's. It's not like
That's what you expect from Disgaea, though.
yeah, it's not like the previous ones like Disgaea 3 and 4, which if you look some of their artwork for that, pretty all over the place. Like, but they've actually announced it for Europe, so we are getting it.
Oh, actually getting a physical.
Yeah, so I don't know if we're going to get a limited, but I can imagine we will. I mean, it's Disgaea. It's like their most popular franchise, really. So
Yeah, well, it's what's made in the US, isn't it?
exactly. I have actually been looking into like expanding the PlayStation 1 collection, and I know like currently I'm doing a trade with Soft Otaku, and he's got a couple of things which I don't know what else he's got, but he has got a couple of ideas, so I'll need to keep back in touch with him and see what he says.
Yeah.
I know a couple of things, but I'll keep that for another day. And I was originally going to say that I'm still after Mortal Kombat X, but I don't need to say that anymore because it just came in the post this morning. So I'm like, fucking about time and all, twats. But I'm actually looking into getting a Japanese GameCube because I've got a Wii, I've got it modded, but for some reason GameCube games just don't want to work. So I'm just kind of like, fuck it, I'll get a Japanese GameCube. It'll work that way. And then when the time comes and I've got the money to afford it, I'll get the component cable and be able to play it in good quality. Because I've got games that I just can't touch right now, so which is a shame.
Yeah, I know what that's like.
It's fucking annoying. I also want to play Jake Hunter on the DS. If you like visual novels, there was one that I remember on the PlayStation 1 in Japan called Shinjuku something. I don't remember the proper title. I'll have a look for it later, but it's actually like a visual novel set like in a film noir style setting. And it actually came out on the DS in America.
I'll have to have a look again next. As soon as you said film noir, you've essentially got me over.
Exactly. It's Memories of the Past. That's the one you want to get because there was two of them. Apparently the first one was kind of shit. And then they released the second one, which is Memories of the Past, which actually has a story from the first game, redone in a better format so that it actually is playable.
Alright.
So I don't know what happened with that. Like, so
that's one thing you should check out is a White Light. Or something like that. It's a horror game.
Alright.
And it's like you've got like the light is your safe zone.
Oh right.
Kind of like Alan
Alan Wake.
That's it.
I still haven't even played that yet.
That's another good game. I really enjoyed it.
I might give it a whirl. Like, I mean, I've got 360 set up in there. I might just play it in there.
You should do like it I think it got a bit of a grief, like, but
it's generally the case nowadays when games seem to get more slack than they do.
It was in like development hell for ages, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it was originally going to get released for the original Xbox.
Yeah, but never did.
Yeah.
Which in a way is a good thing because I mean,
newer technology.
Yeah, had a better chance of being able to pull things off it couldn't have done on the Xbox.
Exactly.
So,
but I can't really think of anything else. Like, can you?
In terms of stuff that I want to get my hands on, I do actually want to get a couple of things, right? I actually found, I was talking to my girlfriend online. She sent us a link to a few things and she saw a couple of things which I was just like, on the Game Boy Color, Atelier Shally and Atelier Marie got released. Not Shally, man. Atelier Marie, and there's another one. I can't remember the other one. But they came as limited editions with figures.
Oh.
I was like, whoa, what the hell is this
for
all
a Game
about?
Boy?
For the Game Boy Color?
I didn't even know there was such a collector's edition for the Game Boy Color.
Neither did I.
Oh, two more things I'm looking for is the premium edition of Zone of the Enders.
Oh, yeah.
The original Zone of the Enders. As I've got the second one, it's just be nice to have it. And it comes with anime, Blu-ray DVD, and it's got an art book.
Oh,
and I'm looking at getting the Game Boy game as well, because it's a strategy game. And it's more story oriented than the game, like the console games.
Talking about Game Boy, actually, there's another one that I'm looking for. I think I may have already mentioned it, but it's Resident Evil Gaiden.
Oh, but that's expensive.
Fucking, it's like nearly £100 over here. It's just horrendous money, but to get it would be interesting. But I'm not in a rush.
I would say import it, but it's all text.
Yeah.
So there's no point.
I'm also looking into getting Resident Evil 2 on the Gamecom. I've just got to try that shit out. Like.
Isn't that meant to be terrible?
That's probably like the worst rendition of any Resident Evil game ever, and it beats any worst Resident Evil game currently out. So that's why I want to try it. I want to see what it's like. I might even, if it's possible, I might even just emulate it if I can, just to see what it's like.
I would do, like,
just to save the
instead
trouble.
of wasting your money on it.
Put myself into depression.
But that's like literally all I can think of. I've been looking at recently.
Sound. Well, in that case, like I'm covered for this episode, like so.
No.
Good. Right. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this video. Next week we'll get out another video for you. We're not going to tell you what it is because we don't even know what it is just yet, but we will let you know when it comes out, which is Thursday. Or Friday or Saturday. One of the days, but definitely on Thursday, which is the days we normally record, we will then push the video out. So, yeah. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and we will see you all in the next video.
See you later.